Welcome to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Dynamite, the explosive one. Let's crack into another one.
TNT.
Yo.
You know that I like some good crypto news.
Joni got the crypto news. Crypto bro alert. yeah. Air horns.
So there's some big things going down this past week. They passed the Clarity Act, the Genius Bill. I'll talk about what they are here in a minute. And they actually also allowed for banks to be able to hold custody of cryptocurrency for their customers, which has all been like not able to do. So, which is basically like, it's basically they're finally paving the way. Some of the big things that came from this, that, like, I'll talk about the exacts, but like there's things about like, it's like, what is a security and what does the SEC have to regulate, like stocks or securities? Like, are crypto securities? Which ones are, which ones aren't? There's a whole thing about digital assets. Like if they're going to start trying to put like ledgers of like titles on the blockchain, like, or they, things like that. Like if you want to be able to own your in-game items in video games, is that considered a security? Is it a commodity? What is it? What's the rule on it? Who owns it? What is it? Is it regulated? How's it regulated? They tried to lay down some clarity for that. So moving forward, things like that can happen. Because like you have games like World of Warcraft where Blizzard has their own economy. They have a way to like keep inflation up and down and all sorts of stuff. And people buy and sell their own video game in-game items.
I heard of a guy who spent $600,000 on CSGO boxes and only got $100,000 worth back.
Damn, well, that's dumb.
$500,000 on CSGO boxes.
I mean, he's got some cash to blow. So, but like, I would very much love to say that like, if I bought a digital game, I can then resell that digital game on a marketplace. That'd be great because literally you own it, and even if I got $10 for it, it's better than owning it, and then in 10 years, the company's like, you can't even play this anymore. We took away your rights. Or if I bought a skin or you bought a bunch of loot boxes on Overwatch and you have 20 of this super gold skin, why can't you sell it for $1 to someone? Like, and make $20 back to then buy more loot boxes, right? Or whatever. Anyways, but it's freeing up stuff for that kind of stuff too. So basically the Clarity Act I have here, give me 1 second. It basically was introduced and just passed. That's the one that talks about regulating cryptocurrencies. So it talks about what's a digital asset and a commodity. So it clarified clear definitions for the terms like blockchain, digital asset, digital commodity. Digital commodity is defined as a digital asset relying on a blockchain for value, particularly on mature or decentralized blockchain systems. So basically it's just decentralized is where it's all mainly peer-to-peer. There's no like central entity that's controlling it to be able to control it and shut it on, shut it off, whatever. Like it's all based on the network that people running like nodes, which are basically processors.
The only thing that determines its value is the player base.
The economy. Yeah, if someone's willing to pay $10K for it, it's worth $10K. If someone's willing to pay $0 for it, it's like baseball cards, man. Like
that's what I was gonna. Yeah. It's collectibles.
Essentially, it turns digital items into collectibles, like NFTs, but things that actually hold value in a video game or like whatever. Like imagine if you could go back and sell your old Overwatch skins from like 5 years ago that people are like, oh my God, I never had that Lucio skin, and you can sell for $30 because it's like it's rare now because people don't have it.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
No.
You would not. If you had 10 of them, you wouldn't sell one.
It doesn't really work that way, but I feel where you're coming from.
But anyways,
I do feel where you're coming from.
So it provides. It divides the oversight between the SEC, which does investment contracts, and then the CFTC, which regulates digital commodities such as like exchanges and things like that. Let's see. There's exemptions for DeFi, which is like developers and people who are trying to like develop these things. So it has consumer protections and market integrity. It's like it mandates trade monitoring, record keeping, and restrictions to help ensure transparency of what they're doing when they do it. So that's some of that for that. The Clarity Act is basically doing what is like basically, I think this was part of this Clarity Act, but maybe not. It basically prevented the government from creating its own digital dollar that the government controls, because people are always like, oh, big brother, like if you get in trouble, they can just shut your money off. They can do that at the bank too, but like it's a little different. Like, but then stable coins, which are basically It's crypto that's pegged to real life assets that always equal $1. So it's essentially a digital dollar, but it's not from the government. It's from like other companies. And they talk about regulations about having reserve requirements. Like if you have $1 billion worth of stable coins, you have to have $1 billion worth of assets. So if anything ever happens, the customers can get paid out for their stuff.
So the government can't create their own coin.
They cannot. They passed that they are not able to do their own.
Okay. Because honestly, it would be a decent idea.
It's like it just opens it up for even more big brothery thing. I would much rather use some other company's stablecoin that's backed by gold or treasury bills or something like that than the government. It gets a little too wild when like
if anything's too big to fail, it's the government.
I don't know. But, it talks about auditing and transparency on stable coins, like the oversight. It lays out all these ground rules of stuff because, like, we all kind of know crypto's been kind of the Wild West. There's a lot of scams. There's a lot of because people are dumb.
Rug pulls.
Yeah. And then the last thing was, like, banks can then hold crypto where before they haven't been able to. So it just opens up the way for different things and entities to start using crypto, integrating crypto, things like that. Like all the hedge funds are opening Bitcoin ETFs. Like the governments are talking about stockpiling Bitcoin, like as people would stockpile gold because it's finite and it's like it's basically inflation proof because you can't create more. So like the dollar keeps going up, down in value because they keep printing more money and Bitcoin keeps going up in value, but it's value compared to the US dollar. Mm-hmm. But if they're using the dollar for the reserve currency, like that, you know what I mean? Like
it's what it is.
Yeah. It's like you could buy a house for like thousands of Bitcoins 10 years ago and you can buy a house for like 3 Bitcoin now. And you know what I mean?
A nice house.
Exactly.
Three Bitcoin's a nice house.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, man. It's very cool. It's way over a ton of people's head because
it looks to me as though it's just steps to normalize it, to make it more accessible for the everyman.
Right.
And since it becomes more normalized in our culture, it becomes like a part of the zeitgeist. People are going to engage with it more, and that's only going to take the price up, man. And essentially,
yeah.
I don't know. Do you think like the future is getting rid of the USD, getting rid of the euro, getting rid of the peso, and we're all just going to be on the global blockchain currency?
Think that what might happen is that because the world currency is everything's done in dollars right now.
Right now,
I could see that the world currency becomes Bitcoin because it's like it's something you can't inflate. It's like, so if everyone was on it, it's no one owns it. It's not for one country. It's like a universal like system of money that everyone can use and no one is in control of.
It's universal, but it's still like going to be based on like whatever the highest rated currency is.
Yeah, I don't
Bitcoin
understand that piece of it at all. But like I don't know what's going to happen with that. But I think like, to be completely honest, man, I don't know. But like, I know that I have some crypto and they say that only like they're saying like right now as many people are invested in crypto and use crypto and know about crypto as were on the internet in 1999. Yeah. And like and if it catches on, which it's starting to catch on with like big banks and countries and governments. Like,
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Then if you're in it before like banks are getting into it, banks ain't in it to lose money. Banks are going to keep the value above what they paid for it. So if you got in before the banks, you good, man.
I love how we just like accept the corruption to a certain extent.
It's the truth of it.
You just gotta have to accept and live within the corruption.
And maybe I'm wrong, right?
Capitalism is so great, dude. This is the greatest
But
thing
if
ever.
I'm right and I can like be on the right side of something like that, like.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, and there'll be a bubble at some point. Something's going to happen. It'll pop. It'll come down. It'll do its thing. It'll reset. But like, if you were on the right side of the tech bubble and you didn't wait till the end, you made a ton of money. If you were on the right side, it's like, if you're on the right side of a trade, you can make a lot of money and set yourself up for the future and like whatever. So who knows, man?
We have to start these podcasts off with "This is not financial advice."
Yeah. We talk about anything about buying anything.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, man,
you do big up crypto a lot. You big up crypto.
I mean, you know what?
And I just don't want anybody crazy to come to the house like you gave me financial advice.
In 10 years, if it all is for nothing and I look like a fool, I will eat my words. I will be like, I was wrong.
You'll be eating lead when you're giving people advice talking about how good
I've never once said buy crypto.
I mean, you just, you talk it up pretty big.
I can float it.
If I was in here talking up hamburgers and then somebody went out there and ate a bunch of hamburgers and died, I could be brought up on charges.
You're like, you were talking about hamburgers and you died?
I was like, man, hamburgers are really good. You guys need to go out and get hamburgers.
I never said that part, though. I've never said you need to go out and get.
I have a lot of hamburgers.
Yeah, so
I really enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, if people love me and want to follow me, that's their problem. Don't follow me. I'm an idiot.
That's all I wanted was a disclaimer.
I am definitely an idiot.
You're not an idiot, but that's good enough. That'll
and we'll see. You know what? It's
we'll see.
I mean, give me 10 years and I'll be like, I'm an idiot.
All right.
Or I'll be like, what Bitcoin? I never had any.
Put you on the clock, man.
I'm not gonna be one of those guys that flaunts it on the internet and then someone like kidnaps me and tries to torture me for all my money, and then they're like,
Yikes.
Then they end up finds out they were liars. Like they didn't even have like those are the people who are like, I got 28 Bitcoin, dude, and then somebody and you're like, you have like $5,000 in crypto. You're like, bro, what are you trying to look all cool, and then you got kidnapped. So
it shows him as Robin Hood.
Yeah, he's like, bro. So anyways, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Go to thecrazytown.com, subscribe for Jonas.
TNT.
Oh, yeah.